Hey, welcome to Off the Mat. Good morning. I'm Laurie Andriacchio, and we're here to help you create the life of your dreams in a holistic manner. So today, get ready to light it up, fire it up, and spark your truth and your passion. I have Rhonda Kinard of Ignite Your Life. So good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, Laurie.
I'm so glad you're here. Rhonda is a motivational speaker, a life coach, an author, on and on and on.
Yes, yes.
An amazing energy. She's helping so many people get in touch with their inner fierceness and
I like that.
Yeah, bring on abundance in their lives.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, sometimes you need a little help or a lot of help to get yourself going.
That's right. That's right.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, and that's basically what I do. I help people kind of get out of the patterns that you've been in for so long. Just being in the, being a mom, being a wife, being a business person, a corporate America person, working, going through the hustle and bustle of life. And sometimes you look up and you realize, I'm not happy. I'm not where I want to be. I don't feel fulfilled. Where
Now
these
what?
pounds come from?
Right.
All these different things. Why are my relationships so difficult? And so that's where I come in. I kind of disrupt your life, your day, your ways of thinking, and I help you find your own path to happiness and fulfillment and success. I don't come with solutions because I can't tell you what's best for you,
Right.
but I definitely help you understand and open your eyes up to the possibilities for your life.
Very cool. So in order to do that, you need to be ready yourself. And a lot of it is, I think the bulk of it is intention and mindset. So we're going to start with setting an intention and just, setting the pace to chill, because you do get caught up in that. Even getting here today, I'm sure I got to get there.
Yes.
And, de-stress.
That's right. All right.
So, wherever you are, just get comfortable. Sit as comfortable as you can. Close the door if you're in an office space, if you can. Just sit and take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, let it out with a sigh. Inhale again, exhale. So now continue to breathe just through the nose, in and out, slowly and smoothly, nothing forced, and root down a little bit more in your seat. So whatever's coming into contact with your chair, or if you're on the floor, on your desk, wherever you are, and then draw some energy up through the spine so you elongate a little bit, lengthen, give yourself some space as you grow through the crown of the head. And take a few breaths just to look for some areas of tension and tightness in the body, even in the mind. Let thoughts go. So where you find these areas of tension and tightness, focus on one, maybe your shoulder, you're squeezing it and you don't even realize it. Let that go, soften, breathe into it. So if you do this slowly and mindfully, you'll relax more and more, and you'll open yourself up more and more, make some space for an intention to come in. So now you can plant that intention. So maybe it can be to find abundance, to be abundant, because you are it already, but acknowledge it. So plant that intention to be abundance, or anything else that comes to you. Beautiful. And if your eyes are closed, you can just open them and start with a new vision, a new path.
Yes, I love that. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you for doing. You don't need a whole lot of time. Little mini breaks throughout the day can cause just amazing things to happen.
Absolutely. I've recently been practicing meditation. I'm reading a book called Search Inside Yourself. I'm listening to it. And in it, he talks about meditation. And it's kind of similar to awareness of self.
Sure.
And ultimately, abundance and all that does come from understanding where is the tension, where am I tight, what part of my life isn't flowing properly, where is my flow getting cut off and
Right.
disconnected? Where's the bottleneck? And so I find that meditation allows me to even connect spiritually and physically to my body so that I can prepare my body for my journey and for what I
Sure.
need to do for that day. So that's so important. So I love that you do this with your
Thank
viewers.
you, and I love that you do it. Yeah, and that's, I'm sure, why you're being so successful in, personally, professionally,
Yeah.
because you're allowing that space. You're making the time.
Absolutely. I had to, before I could teach others, I had to go through the process of understanding where my tension was, why my flow wasn't smooth, where I was getting tight in my life. All the way from being a mom, I have 2 children, I have a 15-year-old now boy and a 13-year-old. Meditate and pray for Rhonda Kinard.
Lots of praying and meditating.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they are great though. I've been blessed and they take on a lot of these habits already. My daughter, 13, when she feels herself getting like explosive,
Right.
she'll stop, drop, and yoga. I say
Nice,
stop,
I
drop,
love that.
and
Stop,
yoga.
drop, and yoga.
And it's a beautiful thing to see because she's understanding where she begins to disconnect from reason or, feeling at peace.
Right.
But I had to go through that, as a mom, as a wife, as someone in corporate America, not moving in the directions I wanted to move into. I had to find out, instead of looking outward at, well, whose fault is it?
Right.
Who's not
That's
allowing me
huge.
to move?
Right.
What am I doing and why am I not getting where I want to be? And when I took that look at myself, it really changed the trajectory of everything, even to my marriage. And I'll say in my book, A Life Ignited, Ignite Your Inner Fuse, I talk about a point where my husband was super annoying because he wanted certain dinners, picky eater,
Right.
and I'm just like, it's you're picky, like this is insane. And we didn't argue about this was the big thing we argued about. And ultimately one day I'm telling my mom, I'm like, he just, it's him. And she said, no, I think you're being really negative. And I was like, no, it's not me. Like, this is so.
But it's him.
This is him. Like, who? I'm not cooking dinner. What do I look like? She's like, no, it's you. And it's not that you have to agree, but it's your approach. And then I had to go back and look at these patterns of, how I communicate, how I'm problem solving, where is it coming from?
Right.
And when I realized that, I was approaching things with anger, I wasn't being, the best partner in that way, we were able to solve little things like dinner and, who's responsible for what and who picks up what and for who and partnering, trying to raise children. And I found that when I started looking at myself, a lot of the problems I had with people, with my personal journey with high blood pressure, getting that down, losing the weight, losing the belly fat, that through my tests, it was proven that my high blood pressure was a result of having extra belly fat. So, when I really took a look at where am I blocking my blessings, where am I blocking my abundance, where am I blocking my overflow,
Right.
I was able to fix those things, and then it's like the floodgates opened.
And your experience
Oh my gosh.
shifted.
Yes. I was saying earlier to people I was meeting here that this truly is the healthiest, most free I have ever felt. And it's not because I have some magic potion formula, but it's because I really took action to figure out what I needed to do, what I needed to release, what I needed to undo
Right.
to bring abundance and happiness and the results I wanted to my life.
Beautiful. So perfect place to pause. And when we come back, Rhonda's going to, among other things, give you and us some tips on how to do that. And you can start implementing it in your life today. So stay tuned and get ready to bring it.
Yes.
We'll be back. welcome back to Off the Mat. I'm Laurie Andriacki. I'm here chatting with the beautiful Rhonda Kinard. So hello again.
Hello.
So again, Rhonda is a life coach, corporate speaker, author. Oh, and we didn't get a shout out to Temple Women's Network too out there. Hey, ladies.
Yes.
So fellow Temple alumni.
That's right.
She also is in charge of communications and social media director of Temple Women's Network. So what up, ladies? That's right. So the many talents of Rhonda. So we were talking about your journey, you know, and how you had your moment of, it's not out there. It's not your fault or your fault. You're not doing this to me. I'm doing this to me.
Yes.
And that's so powerful.
It is powerful. It is. I think once we all get to that point, that's when we can just really connect to who we want to be and who we desire to be, and then get what we want out of life. I know one of the, just to kind of talk about the physical kind of transformation I went through, I kind of talked earlier about my high blood pressure and all, and you know, there was a moment, I did have high blood pressure, and like a lot of people, you know, just didn't, and
if you're like this all the time.
Exactly, and I just didn't pay the doctor any attention because I didn't look sick or not well. So I didn't pay any attention. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But ultimately, one day, my daughter was taking guitar lessons when she was really small, and we were coming out of her guitar lesson, and it was sunny outside, but I felt like something flew into my eye. And I'm like, oh my gosh, something's in my eye. And it stayed like that for like hours. Later on in the evening, I did the worst thing you can do, go on WebMD and self-assess and you know what your problem is. So I go in there and I'm seeing these things about hypertension, retinopathy, and like, oh God, I hope this was not it. But all the while, this thing that was in my eye like was never going away. So I had like a blind spot in my eye, and I'm praying, please just let this be something that flew in my eye. What it ended up being was hypertension retinopathy. And that is a disease that affects your eyes, the little vessels in your eyes. So some people have a heart attack where the heart responds to high blood pressure. The little vessels in my eyes were like, we're done working. You're not listening. We've had it. You're not getting it.
You need a bigger message.
You need a big, because the little messages aren't working. So we're going to send you a boom from the heavens. And I lost sight in my right eye. That really triggered my health and fitness journey, my what am I doing journey, why am I attached to food in the ways that I am, why am I attached to people in the way that I am, because there are just unhealthy elements around me that I indulge in. And I realized in that moment that I was pretty much going to kill myself if I did not make changes. And so, you know, what I really try to empower, mostly women, I have had men that I coach. A lot of men sometimes are too proud to look for help in this kind of way. But the ones who haven't been proud, they've been blessed by their own ability to take action and be more self-aware. But what I do is really help women get to the point where you know in some way you're killing yourself, you're keeping yourself from something great. And you know, when we talk about, you know, how do you pursue what you want? How do you pursue abundance? You know you're not happy. You know you're living below what you were called to do. Yet you're sitting there drowning in like
and scared
mediocrity.
to move.
And scared to move. You know.
It's
And this is very common for people. So what I found, where my connection, where it really clicked for me, when I had that issue with my blood pressure, I thought about the fact that I was with my daughter when that happened. And I always thought, what if it was my heart that said, I'm giving up? And I was with the 6-year-old. What if my legs and something had to be amputated, because that's real for people. You know, and it was in that moment that I said, my purpose for why I need to be better all together is her and her brother and my husband, because they deserve more from me. They don't deserve a sick mom because she insists on eating processed foods, because she insists on not taking care of herself. My husband doesn't deserve an unhealthy wife. My mom doesn't deserve an unhealthy daughter. So when I was able to connect a bigger...
a bit of motivation.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do it for yourself initially.
So you set your intention to something bigger than you, because a lot of times we will let ourselves down and we'll let ourselves off the hook.
Right.
But when you attach it to someone that you love
Sure.
and the importance it is for you to show up great for them, I find that, that is really the trigger that helps my clients.
Yeah.
And it definitely changed my life.
Right, and then you shift like, yeah, I deserve this too.
I deserve this too. Yeah, and then it feels good. Because
Yeah.
first you're doing it for them, and then
Yeah.
you're like, this freedom from toxic people, this freedom from toxic thinking, limiting beliefs, being so down on myself, going to the gym and feeling good. I mean, I put this on today, and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
oh, this is work. Whatever
saying,
you're
even your
doing,
shirt is
Rhonda.
fire, you know.
Yes,
You're all
yes,
about-
and you feel good, and then you can
Yeah.
bring that energy to the space of someone else and bless someone else with your energy and the way you showed up in the space. So,
And that's definitely, you feed off of that.
Yes.
And it can be a negative thing. You can feed off of someone's negative
Yeah.
energy, and you can also protect yourself from that, because
Yes.
you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's always a choice.
It's always a choice.
choice.
Yes.
So, but if someone's vibrating at a higher frequency that you're around, enjoy it.
Yeah,
It
that's
takes
right.
that, and then that helps lift you. You lift them.
That's
and
right. That's right.
It's magical.
Absolutely.
It really is.
And that's why the company you keep is so important. Like I told you, I've seen you, and I'm just like, I love this woman, and I don't know who she is. I've never met her, but it's the energy you get. And as you're trying to move to next levels of health and wellness and being, finishing that project, you want to be around other people who have the same energy and purpose as you do. You're going to have people around you that are just like, look, I'm good where I am. And that's fine. We're not talking about them.
Right.
We're talking about when you need that energy and that space, your environment to feed your fire, fan your flame.
Yes.
Then you absolutely need to have people in the seats next to you that are going to lift you higher.
Yeah.
Like my husband says sometimes when I try to hug him, he says, you're on my shoulders, you're pulling me down. And so now I know when I hug him, I have to not pull, but we don't know we do that to people.
Right.
Like I had no idea I was pulling you down. Now I know I've got to hug you a different way, because I never want you to feel like I'm weight. And so now it's a certain
So
way I
how
have
some of you to not be, because some people are like, oh, well,
Yeah.
Take it all critical.
Yeah.
But you're like, okay, I'm going to approach this differently.
That's right. That's right. It's what you
Your
need, so I have to respect it.
So we're going to take another break here and come
Okay.
back with some more. So don't go far. We'll be right back.
RVN TV is a platform for people of any industry to share their story. Over 285,000 viewers are tuning in to RVN TV shows monthly. We guarantee a great experience that you'll be sharing with everyone you know while increasing your personal and company's brand awareness. But what is your brand? According to Forbes, it's a combination of your logo, your product, your design and feel, and your personality. Did you know that aside from being a guest, we offer even more opportunity to boost your brand? Adding your company logo and website on screen during your interview will allow viewers to recognize your brand instantly. Incorporating images and video clips is another great way to showcase your product during your live segment. Let viewers see how good you really are. And most importantly, there's you and your interview. For less than the cost of a newspaper, direct mail, or a magazine ad, you can leave our studio and within 48 hours have a permanent digital copy of your live segment to link to your social media, embed into your company website, or use in email marketing. Investing in your brand is so very important, and we can't wait to have you as a guest. RV.
Awesome.
Hey, we are back. You caught us chatting.
Yeah.
So this woman is so wonderful. Laurie Andriacchio, I'm here sitting with Rhonda Kinard of A Life Ignited.
Yes.
So fiery coach. I love it. It's all connected with, among others, but specifically Kali, the goddess of beginnings and endings, and she's fierce, and but she's gentle. She'll bite the heads off of her demons, and you gotta make a chain of skulls out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And you are of that mold.
Thank you.
So you need to bite the heads off some demons.
Yes,
once in a
yes.
while.
You've got to get a little
Kali up.
aggressive. That's right. That's right. I like that.
Yeah, get assertive.
Yes.
And then there's also a time to be chill and
That's right.
and soft.
That's
but
right.
and sometimes fighting against those things that are coming to you
Yes.
doesn't serve you very well. But
That's
if you
right.
soften into it, and then you
Yes.
can battle and
Exactly.
win.
Exactly. That's right. You
So,
don't
I
you don't
mean-
always have to be super aggressive. I think when you know who you are, you don't have to fight so hard against things because you already know that they will be defeated and that the power that really is pushing you within is going to get you through any challenge. And that's what keeps me going, even as an entrepreneur. Not every day is happy, happy, joy, joy, and there's work to do and there's real work. And I'm doing everything from the tech to the marketing.
Sure.
And, I've hired some VAs here and there to help along, but you have to be resilient and you have to be tough. And you also need to know when there is a time to be tough and there's a time to just settle into things
Right.
and let things happen.
Perfect.
Yes.
And with all this, now you have a new program coming up.
Yes,
So talk a
yes.
little bit about that,
Awesome.
please.
Yes, I'm so excited about this program. So I actually just launched it today at midnight.
How
I
exciting for
launched
you
it.
and
Yes.
you.
Yes, I'm so excited because it's called Ignite Your Life. Ignite.
Yeah.
Set fire to your spirit. Take action today. Get moving with the things you want to do. And the reason I put this it's a 6-week program. And what we're going to do through the 6 weeks is take you through the actions you need to take to start to see the results you want to see. So it really is lighting the fire and getting you in position to receive the prosperity that you want and the abundance you want in your life. So we're going to be setting goals. We're going to be working on those goals. And then every week there's a theme from ignite your intention to ignite your big vision, ignite your environment, ignite your relationships, ignite your next steps. There are just all these different themes, and in them we talk about the undo list, which is going to be my favorite. So a lot of times we talk about the things we need to do, but there are some things we need to undo and we need to unpack because they just can't come with us.
Those old patterns.
We're trying to be great and we're going to next levels. There are some people who cannot go out.
And that's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. I always think of when my family and I were at the airport once, and this woman was up at the front. Her bag was too heavy, and she's ditching sweaters and things. And it's like, you can't take everything with you on this flight. So that's life. Everything can't go. So we're just helping unpack, and we're doing all these things to help people move the needle. People who've started projects and books. They've been writing a book for 4 years. Now's the time to get that book and start writing again.
Yeah, and sometimes it's so you get stuck, especially a creative person can get stuck in that creativity and not move with it. And not take it to put it out there now. Like you've written this beautiful thing, you've painted. I'm guilty of this too. You've now take the next steps.
And don't worry about what everyone else is going to think about it. You've been called to do this thing. No one else was called to like it. You were called to do it. So you move in that. And I like to say that even Superwoman had help. So you can be the brightest. My clients are bright, beautiful, well-to-do women who need help and support.
Everyone needs help and support.
Yes. So if you're someone and you're just like, I need support in my journey, you need to link up, get with this Ignite Your Life, and join this community of strong, beautiful people who are going to support your journey.
And it's not just theory. You're giving instruction. You're going to be doing things.
You're going to be doing things. It's work. This isn't just, and I even say on the registration
you can read the
page,
books, and if you
this
don't
isn't woo-woo. This isn't woo-woo, fluff, kumbaya. And I even put a disclaimer that if you're coming just to be inspired and motivated, please do not sign up. This is for action, gutsy goal-getters, action takers who want to accelerate their results, who need support, and they want to see changes in their lives. If you just want some inspiration, go to YouTube or go to my YouTube channel and watch my videos.
Not any YouTube.
Go to my YouTube and watch my videos. So it's about taking action and doing the work and being supported and having a community around you that's going to celebrate you and lift you up in your process.
So maybe number one or that you think of right now, way to ignite.
The first thing I think of to ignite, I'm going to say 1 and 2 together quickly. Number one is that I think a lot of the goals we have aren't always tied to a heartstring. And so sometimes we're pursuing things because someone told us we should. It sounded like a good idea. I don't like this job. I'm going to go back to school. But the thing you're going back to school for, you don't really want to do. And I have had clients getting third master's degrees that in our process, they're like, I want to do this. And I'm like, this is your choice, right? You know, but they don't, because they realize I was just pursuing something that isn't true to my core values. So I think as you're thinking about goals and what you want to pursue, it needs to be centered around something that means something to you, that's beyond yourself, that is significant to you, not based on what others around you have told you is the right way or thing you should pursue. I think the other thing that's really important is that your loyalty to your goal has to supersede exponentially how you feel in the moment. So I'm going to use something very simple. I'm watching my blood pressure. If I go to my doctor and I lose these 10 pounds, I'm off blood pressure medicine for good. But then there's the Oreo. And I'm kind of irritated right now. And I want the Oreo. And it's 5 seconds of bliss, right? But we do that with our books. We do that with our relationships. We do that with our projects, our work, and the things that we want to accomplish. We negotiate them for the temporary thing that only sets us back 20 steps. So think about the loyalty to where you want to be and what that's going to look like and feel like. That's going to feel way better than the Oreo, than the not studying. I speak to college students, than the hanging out when you know you should be studying. You're going to feel a lot better when you walk across the stage than sitting there not studying with some people who probably won't be your friends in 2 years anyway.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, that's awesome. Where can we find you? Where can they find you?
Oh, great. So you guys, so if you're interested in the 6-week coaching program, go to alifeignited.com/ignite your life. One word, ignite your life. So my website's alifeignited.com. You can find me on Twitter, alifeignited, Instagram, Rhonda Ignites, and Facebook,
Yes, she does.
A Life Ignited, and then YouTube, A Life Ignited.
And if you didn't get that,
A
Life Ignited.
A Life Ignited. That's right. So I made it very simple for you guys, and I would love to connect with your viewers and help you on your journeys.
Beautiful. A Life Ignited. A Life Ignited.
Yes.
Beautiful. So yeah, grab it. It's there.
Yes.
You have it already.
Yes.
Rhonda can help draw it out of you and make it
yes.
even more amazing and more beautiful.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, tell yourself, I am a life ignited. That's my personal mantra. It means a life of purpose, on purpose, in motion.
Love that.
And so when you're doing things and making decisions about your day, be intentional, on purpose, of purpose, have a bigger vision for your life, and always take motion, in action, in motion. So a life of purpose, on purpose, in motion. Tell yourself, I am a life ignited.
Tell yourself that. When you take those little mini breaks
Yeah.
and clear yourself, I am a life ignited. What a
right.
wonderful mantra.
Yes.
So we're going to end there. Because
Aw.
no better
So
place
great.
to end a life
Yes,
ignited.
yes,
And
yes.
I end that. So thank you so much
Oh, you're welcome.
for sharing
You're
your
welcome. It was
wonderful
my honor.
spark.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing yourself with us. Wonderful.
Thank
You
you.
are a life ignited.
Yes.
Peace. Till next week.